Welcome to Super Easy Forex. I wanted to do this video because I know it's early in the morning. It's Saturday morning at 3:17 a.m. Couldn't sleep. Something's bothering me. And so I want to kind of share with you guys. I know a lot of people are panicking right now. And today is June 1st, actually. June 1st, 2019. So you can go back and check this video out on your own time. In your charts whenever you see this video, whether it's a year from now or not. But I just want to kind of show you something right now. A lot of people, and I've been watching the news where people are tripping out over the fact that the Dow Jones is dropping dramatically. And I know today or yesterday, I believe it was, President Trump has slapped 5% tariffs on the U.S.-Mexican country as far as importing goods here, and we're actually, I believe, the first or second largest importer of goods from Mexico outside of China. And so that caused the market to drop substantially on yesterday. And so I kind of wanted to show you this because it's really amazing to me. Now, this is just me. It's really amazing to me how news and different political events tend to play out with precision almost within the markets, but the markets had already priced it in, or already we knew. I'll just say that those of us with the triple arrow system, we knew all of this. We knew, and you can clearly see this. Actually, this is a continuation of a video I probably did maybe about 2 weeks ago, talking about how to manage your own 401k and IRA. This is about 2 weeks later. So go back and look at some of my videos and you'll see that this is about 2 weeks later or so. And I'm updating and reporting to you exactly what I was trying to share with you about 2 weeks ago. So you can call this the triple arrow system, the Notre Dame of the Dow Jones, or whatever you want to call it. But the truth is, we knew in advance. And you knew, if you were watching my YouTube channel, what was going to happen, because I actually showed you live on the charts. And here's the update. As you can clearly see, this is the US 30, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And I can pull over the NASDAQ. It'll probably show the same kind of structure. Give me 1 second. Let me pull that over, see if it shows pretty much the same thing. And it does. See that? This is the the S&P 500. Okay. The S&P is showing the same exact setup. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Same exact setup. They tend to follow each other, right, as a family. Okay, so as you can clearly see, clearly can see, this is the daily. And I had showed you guys the US 30, and I told you, hey, pay attention. If you had the triple arrow system, let me pull it back on screen. Give me a second. I told you up front, I said that if you had the triple arrow system and all you wanted to do was just know what's going on with this system alone, not all that fancy brokers and all the stuff they be charging, but even with the something as simple as this triple arrow system, I told you you'll be able to know what's going on in the market long before the talking heads on CNBC and all these other Jim Cramer and all those different things. You'll be just as smart as them with this triple arrow system when it comes to those larger, broader market structures. So take a look. It's again the Dow US 30. Right here, I told you 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever that video was, about the Dow Jones is going to be dropping. And what do you see? It dropped, and it's still dropping by. And this is the daily, so these candles don't look like much, but this is hundreds of pips, okay, in the Forex market. But if it's in the regular stock market, you know, it dropped about 200 or 300 today. On yesterday, and it's constantly been dropping. But in your 401k, remember I told you guys this. If you had this system for nothing more than just to watch and know what to tell your broker, you would already know to have told your broker, hey, put a what? Stop loss order. Okay, a protective order, whichever name they want to use. They got all these fancy names. It still means the same thing. Get me out of the market for now. Let me go put my cash on the sidelines. Or you could have went short in the market. Okay, you could have went short. If you're trading options, you could have did what's called a put option. Okay, you could have did some put option contracts on there on the Dow or whatever is your favorite ETF or whatever, because you already knew that the market was going to what? Go down. Because technically you actually in the markets, even in the stock market, I know this is a Forex market, but some brokers allow you to trade regular stocks, but I'm just educating you. The fact is that you often oftentimes are going to make a lot more money many times when the market goes down versus when it goes up. And you say, well, why is that? All right, let me give an example like I teach it to people. Okay, so let's think about it. If I walk into a business deal, and which I do oftentimes, I actually had a very big meeting yesterday. Okay, the meeting took a very long time. I brought in 2 additional minds to make sure that I'm looking at things from 3 different perspectives, and we had all this dialogue. I had a lot of questions and so forth, right? That's the way you conduct a business meeting before you make a determination on whether to get involved in purchase, right? Okay, no problem. However, think of it like this. If I'm on a date with my wife, and I walk into a building and all of a sudden the fire alarms go off, am I going to be sitting there getting 2 and 3 minds together, asking a bunch of questions, strategizing to make sure I'm making the right decision, or will I grab my wife's arm and snatch her on out of there and we run because the building alarm is going off saying there's a potential fire? As you can clearly understand, I'm not going to ask any questions. Me and my boo, we out. Okay, so that's the way it is in the markets, where a lot of times the thrust or the engine that pushes a sell or a fire sale in the market is oftentimes, a lot of people don't even know why they just know, oh my God, something is going on. They don't even need to know what's going on. They just know that something's going on and they can potentially lose money. So what do? They start selling all their stuff, selling all their stock, selling. They just sell. So it becomes a fire sale without knowledge. They don't even know why. They just know, I need to be out of here, correct? Okay, so that's what happens. That's the reason why the market tends to drop dramatically in a sale, but it takes a long time for it to climb up, okay? Because on a buy, when people are purchasing, they need a lot of information. They're very strategic and everything else. When fear hits the market, always remember this, when fear hits the market, you tend to get quick drops, very dramatic drops, okay? Let me kind of bring this one over, because this is still the Dow, and I'm showing you this. Okay, you can see this. This is the triple arrow system. You can clearly see this is going all the way back to October 2018 when it was to sell. Okay, so look, as you can see, look, compare these candles. Look at this big old candle. Bigger candles, much bigger candles. Okay, and it came back up, much bigger candles, pushed to the low. Small candles, big candles, bigger candles, big. Look, boom, 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 boom. On the way up, I see one big candle. But look how many small candles here. Look how many small candles. See, this tells me people are cautious on the way up, but they panic on the way down. That's the reason why you will always see when it's time for a sale, it'll be a lot more vicious than it is on a buy, if that makes sense. Okay? Bigger candles represents more fear. Fear and greed is what moves the markets. Always remember that, okay? Fear and greed moves the market. When people are greedy or wanting to buy, yeah, they want to buy, but they're going to be a little, slow to move. Why? Because they need more information. So as you can see, that's why these candles are real small. But you tell me there's a problem, everybody out. Get out, okay? Like that movie, Get Out. Everybody out the market. See, bigger candles, that's why that happens. So anyway, here's what's going on here. To update you, again, you could have taken this system, and many of you guys in your 401ks and IRAs, you've already taken a hit because here's the strange part about it, okay? And I'll say this too. So if you're working for a company that has a 401k or IRA, or you bought stock in your company that you're in, the strange phenomenon that goes on is oftentimes it doesn't matter how well your personal company is doing. Doesn't matter. When the overall broader market begins to drop, unfortunately, your particular stock oftentimes will take a hit, because guess what? When people or investors choose to get out of the market, even your beautiful company stock that's performing very well, and the CEO and everybody saying, oh, our products are doing wonderful. It doesn't matter. When the broader market begins to sell off, so does the smaller ones within it many times, okay? Many times, for no reason other than the fact that everybody just want to dump their stuff and go, and they call it moving their cash to the sideline. In other words, just get me out. Just get me out. I don't want to be a part of this. And it doesn't matter what the stock is. They don't, when people are panicking, They don't do an investigation to see, well, okay, I'll keep this stock, but I'll dump this one. Very few investors do that. What they do is, hey, I just want to get out. Get me out, get me out, get me out. The phones are ringing like crazy. Just get me out. I want to be out of this. And they don't care even if it's your company stock. And that's the reason why your company stock goes down. So it's not about taking pride in your personal company stock. It's the fact that knowing what's going on in the broader market will help you save and protect your investment, called your 401k, IRA, or whatever you want to call it. But the bottom line is, with the triple arrow system, you easily could have seen this. Easily. I told you guys this was coming. Okay. All right. So and here's another one on oil. As you can see, I'm still riding oil. Okay. This is my live account. Okay. Let me move my head out the way. On my live account, you can clearly see in pips. Yeah, I'm rolling in this money. Rolling. You can clearly see my entry was up here. Okay. Why? Triple arrows that came in told me oil prices are going to be dropping. Okay. So the bottom line is, this was easy to spot. This is going all the way back to October, same time. October 2018. See, same time. See how everything correlates? So October 2018, clearly we had a setup for a sale. Clear. Okay. Then here about December or so, we had a reversal. Okay. And there you go. Market went up. Then market changed back around. And I told you guys about 2 weeks ago, same video, I told you guys, hey, oil is going to drop. And I told you the magic trick that you can teach people if you had the triple arrow system off and using this off the daily. I said you can even do a magic trick and you can tell people when gas prices are going to go up and when they're going to go down. And they'll say, you don't know that. But nevertheless, I even told you guys gas prices are going to go down. And sure enough, what do you see? Gas prices are what? Going down. Why? Because oil is dropping like a rock. How did we know? Triple arrow system told us in advance. I didn't need all that excessive CNBC and all that stuff for years. When I used to trade the stock market and options and stuff, I was glued to the TV, listening to everything the talking heads said. Jim Cramer and all these other. There was one guy, and I can't, not Jim Cashin, I forgot the guy's name, but there was one guy I used to like him because he was straight up and raw, right? Which is me. I like to be straight up, okay? But other than that, come to find out when I put my own stuff to my system together, I didn't need none of that. I don't watch none of that TV stuff. Why? It's not even necessary, because by the time you guys actually tell me, it's a little too late. It's already happening by the time you're telling me about it. I need to know in advance, and that's what this does for you. So even if you don't want to buy the system because you don't want to personally trade, but you want to just protect your investment on using this just for knowing what's going on in the broader markets to protect your 401ks, IRAs, retirement accounts, go ahead and purchase this system. It will show you this, and all you have to do is pull up your charts and take a look for yourself. And what's great about it is because these things run for almost months in the same direction. Okay, like for this one, again, this ran from October all the way to January, mid-January, January 14th, we had a reversal, but you would have known that. So what you could have did was call your broker and said, hey, put my money on the sideline, get me out of the stocks, and boom. So here's where your money would have been. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, and this is just education, a video, just trying to help. So let's just say you entered right, you seen this right here, and you had a clear definition that there's going to be a sell-off, right, in the markets, in the broader markets. US Dow 30, and like I said, if I pull up the S&P or the NASDAQ, they tend to all follow in the same suit. So basically, there's going to be a broad sell-off in the market. You knew this in advance. Why? Because you had this system. So you told your broker, hey, get me out or put me in what's called a protective order or a stop loss order. Either one is the same thing. In other words, if the price collapses and goes to this number, I want to be out. Okay? Most people don't know that, but you can do that. Or you just tell them, hey, if they refuse to do that, just tell them, hey, I want to go to put my cash on what's called the quote unquote sidelines. That means, hey, I want to go to cash, which means sell everything I have and just leave it in my account on the sidelines. Okay, that's another option. So number one, you can put in what's called a protective order or a stop loss order, whatever the broker's terminology is. Each broker, TD Ameritrade, all of them, they have these fancy names. It's all the same thing. Hey, if price drops below here, get me out. I want to put a protective order, protect my account. Okay. Number two, you can go to cash, which means I want to go to take me out of all my stuff and let me just have my cash sitting on the sideline like the Warren Buffetts and everybody else who go to cash. They put it on the sidelines right before turmoil happens so that when things bottom out, They buy it up for pennies on the dollar. That's what they actually do. So that's the second option. The third option, if you're a savvy investor, and you want to trade, if you have a Forex broker that allows you just to simply trade it, you don't need anybody to do any of this stuff. You can do this all by yourself, which is why I like to do it this way rather than the old way that I used to, because I can control it. I can enter the market on a buy and sell in seconds, and I can do all this on my own right from this platform. I don't need a broker. But if you're a savvy investor and you don't know how to do this on your own, no problem. What you want to do with this system, you can watch it, and as soon as you see this, and the great part about it, this doesn't require any time, because guess what? You just spot this, and as soon as you see these 3 arrows, you call your broker, make a phone call. Hey, I'm going to get me out. Tell you what, a matter of fact, put me in some sale orders, or some, if you're trading options, I want to put some options on option contracts to sell or whatever on this particular situation. And you find some ETFs or whatever, like I said earlier, and you can go ahead and get some option contracts, some put options. They call them put. Okay, put means, I always used to say put me down. Don't put me down. So in a sale, they call put options. Okay. Okay, so you say, I want to get me some put options. And what you want to do is go ahead and sell them bad boys. And you can be like all the other internal rich people who don't say nothing. They, oh my God. Meanwhile, they're making a boatload of money. They already knew the market was going to go down. And they put in what's called sell orders or put orders. Okay, and what happened is, as the market was going down, they're making a boatload of money. So realistically, when you're really a real investor, it doesn't matter whether the market goes up or down. You just have to know the language and understand that. And bottom line is, you can do that. So what's the total? Well, let's go back to what you can do. Okay, you can, number one, once you identify this is going on, okay, you can ask your broker to put you in a what? Protective order or stop loss order. In other words, if price continues to go down, I want to get out right about up in this area here. Okay, so that means that if it continues to go down like it did here, it doesn't matter to you. You're already out. Okay, so while everybody else is losing money in their accounts, you're not one of them. That's one thing. Number two, you can just say, okay, I see this. I don't even want a protective order. Just get me out, period. And let me go to put my cash on the what? Sidelines. Okay, you're just on the bench waiting for all the destruction to get done. And when things settle out, you see the triple arrows, then you say, okay, all this cash that I did not lose, go ahead, now I'm ready to buy. Now you're buying the same stocks you had at pennies on the dollar, and you're going back up, and now you're making even more money. The third one is, like I said, you can do a sell order or a put option or whatever you want to call it, depending on which way you want to trade it. Or if you have a Forex broker that allows you just to simply trade those, you can just short the market. Okay, sell is short, same thing. So they got all these fancy names: put options, sell orders, bull market, bear market, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna sell right here, like I did over here. I seen this. I simply entered the market within minutes, sold, and I've been riding this thing on down. Once I see that it's ready to reverse, I'll get out of my sell, and then I buy oil as it's going right back up, and I can do this all day long. Okay, why? Because I clearly see what's going on in the market. As you can see, clear. It's clear, very clear. So I know when oil is going up, I know when oil is going down, and I just buy and sell accordingly. Okay, so the same thing can be done with your portfolio. And I'm doing this video because, as you can see, look, this is October, exact same time as oil. Ain't that crazy too? October 2018, it started dropping. All right, December, January, right here, mid-January, it started going back up. Same time as oil. Okay, and then right here, this is the Dow, US 30. Then right here, right about the same time as oil. Y'all getting what I'm saying? Okay, right here, you see, it was a clear sell signal right there. Okay, no guessing. You don't have to guess. And here's what's neat about it. One last thing. Again, when is this? It's for one time of glancing. Okay, one time from October. Then you glanced again and saw a setup in January. That's several months. And then you chill out, relax. Then boom, here you go. Couple of months later in May, you go again. See, so you only need to do this. Look, this is only one trade. 2 trades, 3 trades every few months, and you can make a boatload of money depending on what's in your account. Okay, so I just want to bring this to you guys' attention because, again, a lot of people are freaking out because the market is dropping. They listen to CNBC and they're calling their brokers up trying to figure out what's going on, when in essence, had you had the triple arrow system, you would have already knew. You would have already knew exactly what to do. And instead of calling your broker in panic, you would have called your broker and said, all right, I guess I'm ready to start selling. You know, I want to sell this one and I want to sell that or whatever. And you'll be the Warren Buffett on your block, and all of your other people who's losing money be like, how did you know? How did you know? You're Nostradamus. And you can say, yeah, I'm Nostradamus. You don't say nothing. You don't tell them how you know, okay? But you'll know, okay? All right, hopefully this video was helpful, and have a great day. And, oh, by the way, if you did want to get the system, all you have to do is visit Super Easy, 2 letters, supereasyforex.com. I'm sorry, supereasyforex.com, and just go ahead and purchase it, and you can do it automatically, okay? So what happens is, as soon as you go to the website, it'll have a button on there to ask you to join. Do you want to join? And when you do, you'll be able to create your own username and password and everything else. Once you purchase the system, log right back in with the username and password that you created. And then bottom line is, you can go ahead and get started with the 4 simple, easy steps, okay? Also, one last thing, for those who are savvy, who knows how to trade, and you know a bunch of people. Now, I'm not telling you this unless you're a licensed broker. Okay, licensed brokers, you can use this as well to help protect your clients' accounts. Or if you ever decided that you wanted to be one of those people who's a licensed broker and you just want to help your clients make money in the market, I'm giving you a way where you're paying a small fee to be able to have a system that will be a blessing to your clients. Because unlike many of these brokerages out here that's making billions of dollars, and they don't even service their clients, with this little cheap system right here, every few months you'll be able to manage your customers' accounts with this one thing right here. Okay, and bottom line is, when the market begins to sell off, you call your clients up and you say, I'm about to sell off some stuff, close out some of your sales of the stocks that you were invested in because the market is about to turn. You'll do your clients a favor, unlike these other ones who's collecting all these fees and doing nothing for them at all. Okay, so here's the deal. You'll be able to say, hey, I think the market is going to be making a turn. Okay, so I think the safest thing for me to do is to close out some of your positions. Okay, reduce them real small. I'll put a protective order in place and blah, blah, blah. And you'll be the king of the block. Okay, you'll turn the world upside down because all your clients will love you to death. Because all these other ones, they're just calling, well, you know, you got to hang in there for the long haul and blah, blah, blah. And as I told you guys in the prior video, if you hung in there for the long haul, let's look at how much money you made. You made money here. Okay, you lost all of it right here. Then it came right back to about the same, and let me shrink these charts so y'all can see this. I'm telling you, this is some crazy, wacky stuff. You made money here. You feeling real good, but you lost all of it here. Then it came right back to almost the exact same spot where your stomach dropped up here. Now it's selling right back off. So you tell me, from here to here, it looks like you ain't made no money then. And if you are here right now as we speak, you actually lost money. So you see how stupid this is? It makes 0 sense to me why this is going on. And that's why I like myself behind these cameras, staying incognito, because I know too much. Okay, I really do. And there's a whole lot more I can tell you guys, but I ain't trying to be no target for nobody. But can you clearly see with your own eyeballs how stupid it is, the investment world, how it operates, which is why I don't like it, because they're getting over on people. Look at this. All right, you made a lot of money. You feeling really great, right? You think you're going to go into retirement, buy the house and the boat, and live savvy and clean. Then they didn't tell you, maybe because many of them didn't even know. But the truth is, look, this little small cheap system told you in advance, protect your money. Get out, get out, get out. Save your, get out. You made good money. That's cool. Get out right now. Okay, now you protect it. Then this market sells off like crazy. Okay, then it comes right back up. Now you're feeling good again. But if you were smart, you would have bought right here and made money, more money. You made money this way. You protected yourself. Okay, made more money this way. If you only just want to be a buyer only. Now, if you're a buyer and seller, you can see I made money this way. Then I sold off like the richer people do, made a boatload of money. Then I bought right back in, made more money going this way. Then I'm selling this way, making more money this way. Can you see that? But if you just sat there and held the whole time for years and you got real savvy and you feeling real good, then this whole thing sold off. You going for a stomach ride. Then it comes right back. You feeling comfortable and good again. Like, oh yeah, you're right. You know what? Hang in there for the long haul. Truth be told, that's not even true. Let me draw you one line. Now, I'm sorry for such a long video, but I really feel passionate about this because a lot of older people and senior citizens who are back at work, they went through this. And the whole second generation of younger people are doing the exact same dumb thing. Talking about these 401k and IRAs. Have you never learned a lesson that your parents and grandparents have went through? This is what happened to them. Why do you think they're back at work in their 60s and 70s? Okay? Don't be stupid. So let's take a look at what you can clearly see. So if they made their money right here, the market sold off right there. Okay, let me change this line color so you can kind of, because I know it's white. Let me change this. A few extra minutes of explanation is better than stupidity for a lifetime. Okay? So can you see that aqua blue line? Actually, let me change that color. Let me change it to something else. I want you guys to clearly see this. So again, I apologize for such a long video, but hopefully you can clearly see, okay, what I'm trying to show you, because again, there's a lot I can say, but I refuse to. I'm not trying to be no target. I ain't trying to know, but I'm just saying it frustrates me when I see what's going on. Let's pick magenta. I like magenta. So here's the magenta line. Right here is where you peaked out. You made a lot of money. You're feeling great. Okay. Triple arrows came in. The market begins to sell off. You lost everything that you just made. All those years of holding it, you lost it. Then, okay, they came back. Market says, okay, see, I told you the market is coming back. So now you're feeling good. You're feeling good. You still lost up here because you're still down. Okay. Market coming back. Now you're feeling good. As soon as it peaked right here. Okay. If you look at this line, this is where you maxed out your profit margins. But right here, it didn't even reach that line for the second go round. It reached below it. Here's where it actually is. So you never came back to your starting point. Right there. Can you see? This is what you made. This is all you really made. So when it came back to here, it never even reached back to get you back to a balanced book. Okay. It never got you balanced back to zero. You still were at a loss. Okay. And then here it goes. It's dropping off again. So you're just going through a stomach ride and you don't know what's going on. This is why I get frustrated. I don't say much of nothing about it. You know, in my arena, I don't say much of nothing because again, you get to open your mouth. Okay. You talking against all these major companies who's making billions of dollars every year as investment broker houses. You can see the problem, okay? I'll leave it at that. Let me just cut this before I get myself in trouble. Point is, you see what I'm saying. The triple arrow system, and again, buy it or don't buy it really don't matter, okay? But I'm just telling you, if this is all you got from it, can you see how you could have made a boatload of money and never would have ended up in losing positions? Your 401k and IRA, you never would have had to worry about it. Now, again, this is not all these brokers. This is used on an MT4 or a Forex broker platform. So bottom line is your personal stock probably won't be in here. But if you just knew what was going on with the broader market, meaning the USD, the Dow 30, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and oil. If you just simply knew what was going on with those, you would already pretty much know exactly what's about to happen with the stocks you're currently invested in, whether they're going to hang in there tight or not. Because again, many of the times, outside of some biopharmacals, you know, like medical, that floats in different type of situations and scenarios on the global market. The bottom line is overall broad market. That's why they call it the broad market. That means every company that has a stock tends to flow in the same direction. So when people are selling off on the broader markets, you would already know to get yourself out of that bad situation. Okay. All right. This is a very long video. I only meant to do a 5-minute one. This and turn into 30 minutes, but hopefully this was a blessing for you. Okay. This was a blessing for you. So whether you want to start a business with this just to help some clients and say, you know what, I'm going to be better than all those major companies and blah, 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 that's out there not really helping clients. I have the ability to do my analysis once every few months and still be able to help my clients make a lot of money on either side of the market, because it doesn't matter. Or if you just a person who just want this just to watch it for yourself, so every few months you can take a glance and see what's going on, and you can call your broker and tell them what to do. I'm telling you, this is worth it. Okay, this is worth it. Now, again, you don't have to buy it. It's not a big deal. I'll continue to do free videos, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna always update you on exactly when to get in and out of the market, because again, I'm not trying to be no target. Okay, so again, supereasyforex.com. All right, thank you.